I am here to give some tips on taking photos of a full moon. One thing to remember, the moon is actually fairly small and it is moving kind of fast. If you want to see for yourself how tiny it is, you can actually hold an aspirin at arm's length and it will actually cover a full moon. So it's actually kind of tiny. You can take photos of the full moon with almost any camera, whether you want to use a scenic photo or a zoomed in view, just depends on your taste and your camera and your gear. So I've got a nice scenic shot for you here as an example. And this photo was submitted to us by Diane Rains in our EarthSky community photos. And this is a prime example of a nice scenic shot. You want to get something in the foreground of the moon that is, like scenery, trees, building, people, bridges, lighthouses, something that, adds a focus on your image because the moon doesn't cover a very large area of the sky. So your cell phone is great at capturing something like this. If you plan to edit your photos post imaging, set your camera for raw because it makes it easier to capture those. Don't zoom in too much on your view because the moon is kind of tiny and this is you're focusing on your art. Turn off your flash. And it's best to shoot in twilight, which I'm sure this picture was taken as soon as it was getting dark twilight because the lighting is better because that full moon is pretty bright. And so this gives a nice even contrast and, take multiple shots, kind of zoom in, zoom out, change your angles and see what you got. And you want to adjust your exposure sometime as maybe the twilight darkens. And a really quick way to do that on your cell phone is just tap on the moon and you'll get this little exposure box to pop up. And you just slide the sun up and down on that and you can make your image lighter or darker. Now for if you want to do telephoto or cropping, we do have tips for that as well. So a lot of the photos that you see of the moon really zoomed in and cropped down, a lot of those were probably taken with a telephoto lens or your smartphone actually has an optical zoom. I tried mine yesterday at 15x. So something where you're zooming in a lot, you definitely need to use a tripod. And the more you zoom in on the moon, of course, you will see more details. But of course, the bigger you blow something up, then it becomes a little grainier. And again, like on Kevin O'Donnell's picture here, you can actually see where he's still got a foreground scene and then zoomed in on the moon. And on Lorraine Boyd's image here, she's cropped it down to the moon. And both of these, again, it's your art, it's your own personal preference. So to shoot an image like this, again, you want to kind of use a manual setting. Definitely you need a tripod. Shut off your image stabilizer because it will shake your camera. Again, because the moon is so fast, so bright, and it's moving so fast, you do need to kind of take a fast exposure. So on your camera settings, you would want to use an aperture of f11. Your ISO should be 100 or 200, and you want to have a fast shutter speed. So at best about 125 second or 250 second. Again, bracket your exposures and see what you like. And to avoid shaking your camera, since it's on a tripod, use a remote. You can set the timer on your camera so the shot goes off after you've hit the shutter release. And a lot of cameras have the option to set, maybe to take 10 exposures of the same thing. So I hope you get some great pictures of the moon, and we would love to see them at our EarthSky community photo page.